So it's not my definition. There's a whole study on this, and there's the Constitution on Indigenous rights and things that are based in the UN. It's basically three things. That one, your identity and way of life and culture was founded and is rooted to a specific piece of land. Two, you've maintained a constant presence on that land for a very long time. And number three, you self-identify as Indigenous. So the Jews, the Jewish identity was born and was created on a very specific piece of land that is rooted to who we are. In fact, the Jews that were displaced, when they pray towards Jerusalem. They tell their children next year in Jerusalem, as one day we'll come back to our homeland. And of course, we maintain a constant presence throughout the years. There's never time in history without Jews. And number three, we self-identify as Indigenous. That's what we mean by Indigenous. We're not talking about people suffering, not suffering, conflict. We're talking about the fact that the Jews come from the land of Judea.
So I know someone who converted, so I'm just wondering, like, why would they be considered Indigenous to Israel, even though, like, technically, like, down the line?
Right, so it's not individuals that are Indigenous, it's collectives that are Indigenous. They have joined a collective that are native to that land. In fact, there's some Native American tribes, right, not saying all of them, but there's some that I know, that they have a process that you could actually join that tribe. So if you have like a man that marries a Native woman and he learns all the culture and adopts that culture, he can actually go to the council and request to be considered part of that Native people. And so they have a long process to become part of that people, right? It's not converting to a religion. It's way more than that. Converting to a religion is just agreeing with the same ideology or same concept of what that God is. Converting to Judaism is understanding that identity, understanding their even purpose in this world, and wanting to join that purpose and being accepted into that purpose. Which is why the conversion is absolutely, those people are Jews and are part of the Jewish people, which are Indigenous as well.
Are you equating the Jewish experience to the experience of Native Americans?
Absolutely. Currently, right now, currently right now, no.
As a formation of settled?
It was not formed as, no, it was decolonization. It was Jews returning to land and liberating it from the British. So I'm equating not the current struggles that the Native Americans are going through, because Jews are mostly not struggling in that land, but definitely the same story. Where a foreign empire comes and takes away that land, the Romans came and took away our land, had us persecuted and exiled, and we were suffering all throughout the time. The only difference with these stories is that the Jews achieved their aspirations. That doesn't mean that we're no longer Indigenous. Meaning, if Native Americans have achieved their aspirations, that doesn't no longer make them Native Americans. Judaism is an identity of a people that came out of Judea. The word Jew or Israel or Hebrew are all synonyms of the same people.